Chuatsai. Let's celebrate Chinese New Year at Eng Bitin. Isang kilalang tindahan ng hopya dito sa Ongpin Street. It is none other than Eng Bitin. Mistulang landmark na nga ang Ube Tower ng Eng Bitin dito sa Binondo. It's Chinese New Year! Year of the Pig! Kailangan nandito tayo sa Chinatown. Of course, my favorite destination is Eng Bitin, and we are now here at the Great Buddha Restaurant with Jerry Chua, Vice President of Eng Bitin.
Thank you for coming, Tita Cory. I always look forward to these times na nakakasama ka namin.
Yung ube hopya, you have to share the story.
Yung ube hopya, during the late 80s, pag sinabi mong hopya, there were only two flavors. Hopya munggo and hopya baboy.
Yeah.
So medyo, kumbaga, hindi masyadong nag-prosper at that time.
But you still had the hopya factory.
Yes, we did. So nung time na hinawakan ng father ko, ni Mr. Ube, unang ginawa niya is kumuha siya ng hopya na gusto niya sulit. Ginawa niya manipis yung balat, makapal yung palaman. Tapos ginawa niyang, instead na pork lard yung ginagamit, gumawa siya corn oil. So, nung binenta yun, nung pinatry, hindi pa rin nag-click. Hanggang sa isang araw, pumunta siya sa supermarket. Nagtanong siya dun sa nagbebenta ng ice cream. Miss, anong pinakamabentang ice cream dito? Sagot sa kanya, ube. So, may narinig siyang voice. Sabi niya, hopyang ube. So, during that time, bumili siya ngayon ng 6 jars ng ube halaya. Gumawa siya ng hopyang ube. Pinatikim niya doon sa iilang friends lang niya.
Yes.
Yung mga friends na yun, yung mga bumbero. So, nung pinatikim niya, tinanong niya, tikman nyo nga. Ano to? Hopya ube. So, trickman. Sarap ba? Lahat nagsabi. Ilan lang yun nagsabi, masarap. Bibili ka ba? Sagot sa kanya, hindi. Bakit? Akala ko ba masarap? Unang rason, masarap kasi libre. Ang alawa, sabi niya, ba't niya hindi bibili? Akala ko ba masarap? Kasi daw, nung unang panahon, hindi naman mahilig yung mga tao, hindi sila adventurous. They don't like to try new things.
Outside of the traditional.
Yes. So, hindi pa rin nag-take off. But then, he believed in the product. Nagpagawa pa nga siya dito ng neon sign na nakalagay, Special Hopya Ube available here.
Yes.
You came to Binondo to teach Chinatown.
Yes.
Kasi naging tour guide mo, and kumausap dun sa mga na magpa-feature. Bumalik kayo, you rode in the fire truck daw.
Yes.
During that time, di ba tinanong mo raw sa kanya, Jerry, taga-san ka ba? Tapos nakita mo raw yung neon sign na Special Hopya Ube. Sabi niya, ano yan? Sabi niya, di ba? Sabi niya, gawa ko po yun. So after a few days, tumawag daw yung producer.
Yes.
Asking na kung napanood. And then you were going to come back nga daw to do a feature on the
On
hopya.
the ube hopya.
Kinuha mo raw. Sabi niya, eto ang hopyang munggo. Pagbalik ko, may bago ako. And then because of that, yun nga, dahan-dahan. Dahil sa aming Lucky Charm at Angel.
I'm so happy kasi na-broadcast yan, hindi lamang sa Pilipinas. Hindi pati na rin sa buong mundo, di ba?
Yes. Ikaw yung fairy godmother ng
I'm
NBT.
so happy. Now we're doing this again, but sharing the larger experience of a very successful success story talaga ang NBT.
You're really part of the NBT story.
I know, and always will be. NBT never stops innovating, and that is why they have so many variants in the market today. So, whether it's hopya, tikoy, mooncake, and other Chinese pastries, it has to be NBT. Okay, your most memorable hopya is
This one.
ube.
Ito yung hopya ube.
Yes.
This is where everything started. Nako, sa tulong ninyo now, sabi ko nga na, now we have more than 20 different flavors of
Can you
hopya now.
imagine?
When we started with ube, then yun na, nagsunod-sunod na. May pandan tayo, meron
Yes.
tayong red munggo, we have yung ube pastillas, ube langka,
Yes.
meron pa tayong durian. This is the newest that we have. This is yung hopya sisig.
From a humble store in Ongpin, Eng Bitin has grown exponentially with store branches across the country and exports around the globe. As much as Engbitin is a destination in itself, there is yet another reason to come visit, and this reason is just above the Engbitin store, the Great Buddha Cafe. Isa na nga ang The Great Buddha Cafe sa mga paboritong dayuhin ng mga foodies. Kilala na ang restaurant na ito sa kanilang mga signature dishes na sinasabi nila ay super sarap. What did you prepare for us?
So right now we have the crispy noodles in front of us. Yung noodles niya is crispy, pero meron siyang sauce which would make it, may mix ng crispy
ang
pero
ganda nga eh.
noodles.
May
May crunchy pero malambot pa rin siya.
Oo.
So we have dito yung fish with French beans.
O,
no?
di ba may innovation na
Oo,
ngayon?
fish with French beans.
Oo.
And of course, yung favorite mo rito, ito
Yes.
yung fish and tofu, no? In sweet chili sauce.
It's really the
Yeah.
best.
And of course, we have yung soy chicken among
Oo.
others.
I'll try your soy chicken. Because the soy chicken is famous here.
Ay, I forgot. One
My
of your favorite pa rin.
favorite.
Yan, mapagmamalaki natin na ang congee
Yes.
dito sa Great Buddha Cafe is
Ang
talagang
sarap
napakasarap.
ng congee.
This is your fish congee.
Yes. Itong Great Buddha Cafe palaging puno all day, all night, no?
Sa tulong niyo po. And especially now na papalapit yung Chinese New Year, people are really flocking to Binondo para ma-experience naman nila yung pag-celebrate ng Chinese New Year dito. So, hindi lang naman siya sa atin mismo, but you can see the whole of Binondo is also, kumbaga, very lively.
That's why we needed to visit you and share the Chinatown experience to our televiewers and the good life. Mula sa iconic Chinese sweets ng Engbitin hanggang sa mga equally iconic savory dishes ng The Great Buddha Cafe, hindi maitatanggi ang tagumpay sa negosyo ng pamilyang Chua. Good food, good life, good feelings in the heart of Chinatown at Engbitin.